here. It's another episode of Why We Love Horror. I'm JWMaher. That is my co-host, my co-writer, my life partner, Aaron Brooks. Aaron, how are you?
I'm doing well. Very excited to be here. I'd say this is a great match, but honestly, at this point, with how we're flowing, I feel like every match is, very, very solid. I think these two competitors are very evenly matched in very different ways. Got some different categories tonight. Was Scream one of them?
Yes, of course.
Of course, yeah. That was rhetorical because, of course, Why We Love Scream is the name of the channel.
I have not banned Scream yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I can still write questions in Scream. But this is in the title picture. Whoever wins this match will be one step closer to challenging our third wheel, Abby Brooks.
Our third wheel, also known as my wife.
Yeah,
third wheel, my wife.
Yeah, just constantly in the way, ruining everything. But we'll bring in the lower ranked competitor first. Not many matches under his belt, but memorable nonetheless.
What
Mr. 3D, bunch of put the lotion in the basket, tuck it back
in THC basket. Yes, I would like that THC basket.
Jake Collins. Jake, always entertaining at least one person. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. I remember I remember that one question that Aaron made Aaron laugh where it said, what's that thing what I can't describe what the car is. He's like, what? It's hopefully I don't get a question with a car, so that way I don't make Aaron's like, oh my God, this dude can't describe what a car is. I was like,
it was an ambulance. That was the answer.
Yeah. Somebody stole my thing that has wheels on it that goes down the road. You put gas in it. It's like, what is it? I don't know.
Well, that being said, reminiscing on fun stuff. Another man who loves reminiscing about fun things. It's Will Cohen. He's here. What's up, Will?
Yeah, I love how you set this match up and just casually left out the part about this being a title picture because you knew I was going to have thoughts on that. It's always interesting when I show up because I never know if this is going to be the match that exposes me for the potential fraud I am, or if this exposes me for the player I always think I'm not. So. I've seen a couple of Jake's matches. Let's see where this chaos goes.
All right, well,
if it makes you feel any better, Will, you know what? I didn't do any research. I never do no research.
That is you say that before every match. It's old hat. Anyway, we're gonna go through 3 rounds of horror trivia. First round in singles, as always, the speed round. Prior to the match, both these competitors drafted 4 categories for a total of 8. And I wrote 8 one-point questions. We'll read these questions semi-rapid fire. It'll be, I'll read a question. 10 seconds will pass. Aaron reads a question. 10 seconds goes past. I read a question. We do that until 8 questions are read. 10 seconds after the last question is read, the round will end. However, both players get 3 repeats of the challenge. If they want to, they can use one of those repeats. And I'll repeat as many questions as they want. I'll repeat all 8 if you make me. And then after I'm done repeating questions, you got 20 seconds to clean up your boards. If you get all 8 questions right, there's a 9th bonus question. Any questions before we get started?
No.
Let's start at the beginning with Scary Movie. In Scary Movie 2, which hand is Hanson's strong hand? I just need left or right.
No hints.
Yeah, don't say the little one. We know. That's the joke.
Damn it. I was going to put the little one.
All right.
For my favorite category of Scream, what does Sidney stab Robin with during their fight in Scream 3? Top tier Scream movie.
A lot of people don't agree with that.
That's fine.
I mean, they're all fine to me.
Scream 3 is like what you make whenever you're like running out of ideas.
And your third question. In Christopher Landon written, who composed the score for both Happy Death Day films?
Good movies. I hope they make the third.
I think they have to, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I like the second one more than the first as well, which is a hot take. UA Bull, who plays archaeologist Aline Cedric in Alone in the Dark? I've obviously seen this movie many times.
I've seen the poster.
Hell of a place.
In the 2010s. What rank is Julie's father in the military in Warm Bodies?
Very good movie.
Yes.
Excellent movie. Way better than it has any business being.
It's very good. Nicholas Hoult is a treasure.
Question 6. Jamie Lee Curtis. Road Games takes place in what country? Another good movie.
Never heard of it.
Oh,
I forgot she was in this, and then we had that question sitting there. I'm like, let's move it over. This counts.
very good movie.
Your next to last question. In UK horror, who directed A Field in England and Kill List, both which take place in England?
And both are good. Although Abby did not like Kill List when she watched it, which...
Oh, I thought you were going to say she didn't like A Field in England. I'm like, that's fair.
No, she didn't like Kill List. I was like, I don't understand you sometimes. Question 8, actor filmographies. What actress can be found in the movies Greta, Dark Shadows, and 2018 Suspiria? Good, bad, good.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Your chance to utilize a repeat to extend the round ends in 5.
Repeat.
Which questions would you like repeated, Jake?
Number 8.
Number 8. All right.
All right. Actors' filmographies. What actors can be found in the movies Greta, Dark Shadows, and 2018's Suspiria?
And I'll give you 20 seconds from right here. Finish your answers.
I think Suspiria would be my favorite of these, but Greta is a real close.
Greta's a banger. 10 seconds.
Yeah. A particular actress in this. Just
5,
wonderful.
3, 2, 1. Pens are down. We'll put this question away, and we'll go to Will first. Will, if you'd like to read your answers for me.
All right. So I said left hand, said knife, Bear McCreary, Tara Reid, Colonel, England. Didn't have anything for 7, and I just guessed Chloe Grace Moretz.
And Jake.
Okay, well, I just did not know any of these really, so I just guessed a lot. I put Wright, I put Ice Pick, I put Brian Taylor, I put a shit actress because it's Uwe Ball, because who would want to work with him? Then I put number 5, I put a general, I put Australia, and I put Werner Herzog and then Chloe Grace Moretz.
Okay, at the end of round 1, I have Will in the lead 5-3.
Yep.
Here are your answers. Hanson's strong hand is his left hand.
Hey, I thought it was I didn't know it was left or right. I'm like, I know it's in one of his hands.
It's definitely one of them because he only has 2.
Very good, Jake. You broke that down.
Sydney stabs Roman with an ice pick at the end of Scream 3. Bear McCreary is the composer for those 2 Happy Death Day movies. Tara Reid is in Alone in the Dark. She plays the
Yeah, a shit actress.
He did say shitty actress.
Yeah,
to be fair, I did say shitty actress.
Yeah, it's fair. But there's so many. Her dad is a colonel in Warm Bodies. That is
That was
John
my
Malkovich.
singing as a colonel.
John Malkovich plays the colonel. Road Games takes place in Australia. A Field in England and Kill List directed by Ben Wheatley, director of the Meg to the Trench. And Chloe Grace Moretz is in Greta, Dark Shadows, and 2018 Suspiria. With that being said,
Boom.
we're going to go on to round number 2. Round number 2 is the wheel round. All 8 of those categories are on a wheel now. Players in the league gets to decide the order of play, that being Will. When the first player spins, they spin the wheel. They can take the category they land on, or they can utilize one respin. If they utilize the respin, they will take whatever the wheel lands on the second time. Whenever they lock in a category, they're going to get 5 2-point questions. You can ask for multiple choice. That will lower the value of the question to 1 point. You get 15 seconds to answer the question. You get 2 repeats of the options if you want to use them on top of your repeats. But look out. If you give me an incorrect answer, though, we are going to give your opponent the opportunity to steal. Here is the wheel. Will, categories on the wheel today. Scary movie franchise, the Scream franchise. Christopher Landon written. Uwe Boll directed. The 2010s, Jamie Lee Curtis acted. UK horror and actor filmographies. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Let's have him spin first.
I'm just priming the wheel because I had spelled Christopher Landon wrong, so I'm just fixing that. All right.
Fair enough.
I'll play scary movie.
Well, that is not your spin. This is your first spin. Here we go. Looks like it's landing on Scary Movie anyway. Do you want Scary Movie?
Yes, I will take that. I will gladly take it like a man.
All right. Aaron, do you want to read the Scary Movie questions, or would you like me to?
You can go ahead.
All right. Jake, here's your Scary Movie question. Your first question. Tom hits Oprah with what item at the end of Scary Movie 4?
Can I say it or do I have to?
You're allowed to say whatever it is, yes.
A chair.
That is correct for 2 points.
I mean, I've seen Scary Movie before. Especially, I like the scene with Leslie Nelson's.
And you can go to multiple choice for 1 point if you want, Jake. You just have to say multiple choice.
Okay, well, I'm glad you told me that because I was like, in case I ever get my pickle.
And you don't have to write anything down this round or
All right,
for the rest of the time.
All right, cool.
Your second question. Besides Anna Faris, who else appears in 4 out of the 5 Scary Movie movies?
I want to say Regina Hall.
That's correct for 2 points.
I just didn't know if I was going to say Regina King or Regina Hall. But like, it's Regina Hall.
Well, one of those would have been wrong, but Regina Hall is the right one.
Yes.
No Tato lore here. Your third question. What character hits Hanson with a car at the end of Scary Movie 2?
Shorty. Marlon Wayne's character, Shorty.
That is correct for 2
He's getting
points.
head from Brooke Shields' character, and then he's like, what was that? She, nothing.
Your fourth question.
That's all that happened.
In how many movies in the franchise does Leslie Nielsen play the President of the United States?
2.
That is correct.
All right.
And your final question. In Scary Movie 4, the room Dr. Phil and Shaq are trapped in is slowly filling with what? Which will kill them?
Poison. Multiple choice. Okay, I'll do multiple choice just to make.
I'm just trying to decide. Do you think that's right, Aaron?
I mean, I think what we can do is give them a chance to specifically guess.
Yeah. Can you be more specific what kind of poison it is?
Well, I'll go multiple choice if that helps.
Yeah, it's fine. But we'll let them go multiple. I'm fine with that, but it's up to if Will wants to say that counts as the guess, that's fine.
I mean, he clearly had a, he clearly gave an answer,
Yeah.
and there was enough time where he could have, that he could
No,
have
we'll
changed
say
his
it's
answer.
incorrect. That's fine.
Okay.
That's incorrect.
Okay. Will, chance for a 2-point steal. In Scary Movie 4, the room Dr. Phil and Shaq are trapped in is slowly filling with what? Which will kill them?
Poison gas.
That's the same thing.
That's also not what I'm looking for. It is specifically nerve gas, which will kill them.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Really, I mean, really, bro. Like, we could have literally helped each other out, man. I'm just saying. You had tried to stab me in the ass.
Jake did get 8 points in that round, though. His score is up to 11. Will is at 5. We'll bring the wheel back in. Here's your first spin, Will. And you get the Scream franchise. Do you want Scream or do you want to spin again?
Come on, you can do it. Take Scream. Do it. Do it. Do it. Take it. Take it. Take it. You want it. Come on. Please.
I mean, I did study these.
Come on. You know you come on. You can.
There's a
win.
couple things I don't want, so
Just like Creed, do it with arms wide open.
fuck it. Let's just do it.
All right. Aaron's going to read these Scream questions.
Gamble did not pay off.
That's what he's here for.
Oh, well. Everybody's here to have me read and give my thoughts on Scream movies. So here we go. Question number 1, Will. Why is Cece at the sorority house while the sorority sisters are at the party in Scream 2?
She's the sober sister. She wants to make sure that, to drive any drunk sister home.
That's correct for 2 points. Question number 2. To date, how many different composers have worked on the Scream movies? A Scream movie, I should say.
I believe it's 2.
That is correct for 2 points.
Because Brian Taylor did Scream 5 and 6.
Right.
All right. Question number 3. In Scream 4,
6.
or Scream 6, sorry.
6.
What classic horror movie is Dr. Stone watching before he is killed?
And tried to make sure I was going to know this one. I better go multiple just to be on the safe side.
All right. Your options are A, Psycho, B, Carnival of Souls, C, the Wolfman, D, Invasions of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah, I'll fix that for you. There we go.
Answer or repeat in 5, 4,
Psycho.
3. Psycho
Nope.
is incorrect.
It's D, Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Thank you for letting me go through the answers before you answered. Always appreciate decorum here on the channel.
Sorry.
Anyways,
That is correct.
You're not, but it's okay. Like it's not going to change at this point, so who cares? All right, question number 4. As of the beginning of Scream 4, what is the most recent stab movie to be released?
His answer?
Yeah, it's
still
Stillwell's turn because it's Stillwell's turn. You don't steal the turn with the answer. All right, answer or repeat in 5,
Go multiple choice, man.
3,
Repeat.
1.
As your first repeat.
First repeat. As of the beginning of Scream 4, what is the most recent stab movie to be released? And I'll need an answer or repeat in 5, 4, 3.
I'll do one more repeat.
All right, second repeat. As of the beginning of Scream 4, what is the most recent stab movie to be released? Answer or repeat or multiple in 5, 4, 3.
Multiple choice. Dang
1.
it.
Your multiple choice options are A, stab 5, B, stab 6, C, stab 7, D, stab 8.
Sure. Stab 6.
That is incorrect. Over to Jake for the 1 point.
Stab 7.
Thank you again for letting me read the answers. Love it so much. I'm glad I'm here. All right. Yeah, that's right.
I'm so sorry. I'm just like,
No, you're not. Like, don't say you're sorry. It's like you're literally just obnoxious. It's ridiculous.
Your final question, Will.
It's insane. Like, just calm down. Let me read the answers. It's not that hard. In Scream 7, including her own voice, how many different voices does Sydney hear on the phone call on the phone call she takes while at the police station before she goes to the mansion? Wow.
It's Scream 3, by the way. It's Scream 3.
Yeah. Answer, repeat, multiple in 5, 4, 3.
3.
3 is incorrect. Over to Jake. Hold on. Let me read the question, and then you can yell out your answer and your factoids. In Scream 3, including her own voice, how many different voices does Sydney hear on the phone call she takes while at the police station before she goes to the mansion?
I'm going to go multiple choice because I know what it is.
Because it is a 2-point steal.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go 4 because she heard her
4 is
voice.
correct for 2 points.
Yeah. I'm saying she heard Gail, Dewey, and then Ghostface. So
that is correct.
Yep.
Those are the exact 4 voices she hears as well. With that being said, Jake, the steal is going to get to 15. Will at 9. We're going to move on to round number 3, which is the synopsis round. Prior to the match, both players chose 3 general horror categories to be placed into a pool. Starting with the side that's trailing, categories chosen from the pool, removing it for the remainder of the round. A 2-point synopsis was read from that category. That player will then have 15 seconds to identify the movie being described. Play continues with selections being removed from the pool as the side progresses through questions worth 2, 3, and 5 points. When a trailing side ties or takes the lead, play switches to the opposing side, who proceed from their lowest available point value with the remaining categories. Play ends when I read 6 questions or one side's mathematically unable to catch up. Will, you are trailing. The categories you can pick from for a 2-point question are these: the 90s, the 2010s, the 2020s, horror comedies, sci-fi horror, and vampires and werewolves. What would you like for a 2-point question?
Go with your gut, man. Just go with your gut. Don't try to defeat me. Just go with your gut. What you know.
Getting coached up by Jake.
I'm always trying to help the player. I will never ever try to work against them, but at the same time, I'm like I always tell them, go with your gut. Don't try to worry about the other.
Bill Will's turn.
Let's do horror comedies. Why not?
Horror comedies for 2.
Finally, some comedy. Finally.
Here is your 2-pointer in horror comedies. For 2 points, 5 Halloween stories. A principal has a secret life. A virgin looking for her first time. Kids pull a prank. A woman who loathes Halloween breaks the rules. And a mean old man meets a demon. Name that movie.
Shit.
It's his turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Yep.
Will not be your turn.
And there's no steals or anything.
Yes.
Right. Answer or repeat in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Tales from the Hood.
No.
That is incorrect.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. This is trick or
We're
treat.
going with my instinct. Yep.
We are going to stick with you.
Mm-hmm.
I will remove horror comedies from the pool. And we are left with. Let me put my comp in there. The 90s, the 2010s, the 2020s, sci-fi horror, vampires and werewolves. What would you like for a 3-point question?
I mean, I pretty much need to hit both of these, so this might be an early night. So let's just go with. Let's go with vampires and werewolves. Why not? It'll be fun.
All right. Vampires and werewolves for 3. Evie's long-lost cousin invites her to a swanky English wedding where she uncovers a dark and twisted family secret that threatens to upend her life. Name that movie.
I have a feeling I'm going to screw this up, but I'm not using a repeat on this. Is it The Invitation?
That is correct. This is Natalie Emanuel's The Invitation, not Aaron Taylor Johnson's The Invitation. Logan Marshall Green's The Invitation. I'm sorry.
I was so worried. You were going to say
hyphenated
ready or not.
titles.
I'm like, please don't say ready or not.
Don't worry.
Yeah, Ready or Not's not a vampire film. So
I know. I was about to say, please don't think that. I know. I was like, please don't say that.
For a 5-pointer now, well, you could choose from the 90s, the 2010s, the 2020s, or sci-fi horror. What would you like?
Oh, this is what I was worried about, but let's see if I can actually pull this off. Let's do 2020s.
All right.
The best year for the movies.
2020s, your 5-pointer is this. Abby Blade Cut's family video store survives by killing teenagers and making bootleg slashers. As she becomes the next killer, she battles bias while realizing the realities behind the murders. In that movie.
I knew this was a mistake. Oh, well.
I don't even know this to be fair, so yeah, that's all you, man.
Aaron knows it.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
I don't know. Final cut. I don't know.
And your winner, Jake Collins. This is the very recent release, Bloody Axe Wound. Bloody Axe
I would have
Wound.
never got that. I was thinking VHS something. I was like, it has to be one of the VHS.
It wasn't one of the VHSs. I watched this recently.
We saw that in theaters. We will drop Jake backstage, talk to him in a second. Leaving Will. Well, I don't know if you got exposed necessarily. I think you kept it close just until, the Scream category has been picked a lot. Not that those questions were like blisteringly hard, but they were not easy. How you feeling?
It is what it is. I was waiting for my second official loss to drop, and I don't know how to, I always feel like, a lot of my losses come to like not strategizing. A part of me thought maybe I should just go first and, run, and take the chance. I don't even know what would have like come second if I would have spun the wheel again. Like if it would have been God forbid Uwe Boll, I probably would have gotten a lot more points than that. Or at the very least, he wouldn't have gotten any steals because he probably didn't watch those.
Mm-hmm.
Scream I watched like very, very like early on when I first found out about this. And so they were not fresh in my mind at all. And it just is what it is. So am I mad? Mad at myself, probably, just a little bit, but again, is what it is. Jake, Jake played the way Jake plays, so I'm not really surprised. But
right. Well, you always do well here, so you'll bounce back. Your next match should be easier, I'm sure. And it's always a pleasure having you here. But don't worry, I still like you exactly the same. We're going to drop you back and bring in today's winner, who is holding up a sign. I can't imagine what it says. Will is my MVP. Oh, how sweet. Jake, how are you feeling?
I actually feel pretty great. I'm sure Aaron hates my guts now because he's like, this motherfucker me twice. so, which I apologize.
His words, not mine. I'm just here to host.
Which you know what? I mean, I play. Look, that is my strength. I don't do any research and I just go with the flow.
We've
and
heard.
So it's like I can't say that I'm studying this. Like that's like I like will say like he played the way he plays. I mean, which to be fair, like I said, he would have probably wiped me out clean with the Uwe Ball because it's like I don't watch Uwe Ball. I just sometimes I choose categories just to mess with people. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Today it worked. Today.
Well, you are progressing closer to the title match. We are still formulating the picture. Oh, I did not mean to drop you backstage. That was
It wasn't me.
It was me. I hit last space bar. So you will be playing another higher ranked competitor next once these matches peter out. I think you're probably going to play the winner of Eric Moreno and Kerry Webb. How do you feel about those two?
Never heard of them.
That makes sense. All right. Well, Jake, I gotta say, I find these moments we share entertaining. So I will look forward to seeing you next time. But we're
you know what? And Will was great. Okay. Will was, I do try. Like, people don't realize I'm actually trying to help the other player when I really shouldn't. Should just feel I'm like, go with your gut. Like I try. I've never once tried to like go play against them, but like at the same time, it's like, hey, if you want to screw me over, that's fine. But like, I'm not going to screw you over. But I'm just like, hey, but like I could have sworn when he chose horror comedy, he was trying to screw me. But it's like, you realize that's not really your, I would say go with your strength. I mean, you chose like the 2010s. I mean, that's your, I didn't choose that. Just like,
fair enough.
Great.
I would take that energy and keep it at this level. We need you back at this level when we see you back, Jake. We'll see you then. Aaron, final words on this match. I'm taking notes.
Match it was.
Copious notes.
Yeah, no. I heard that Jake didn't study, which the only thing cooler than not studying is announcing that you don't study 4 different times. So, and there's nothing patronizing about trying to help your opponent at all. So just all around pure Jake match. Will be back. It was a very good match. Honestly, I think it did come down to in round 2, you really got to be careful because if you're picking a category where your opponent can steal, you're giving your opponent possibly, 1 to 2 extra points, or in this case, 3 extra points. So, I mean, Jake knows his stuff, so I'll give him that. That's really all I care about here at the end of the day. Whether I like or don't like the opponent doesn't matter. They show up anyways, unless their name is Stephen Table. So,
yes,
congratulations, you are above Stephen Table. So, everybody is. And as long as he doesn't flick me off camera, we're good. So,
Don't do it. Anyway, That'll do it for today. If you got this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Go over to the Letterboxd challenge at this website and watch movies with us. We appreciate that. Schedule here is always the same, though. Mondays versus Thursdays, Why We Love Horror. Fridays, this. Special editions drop all over the place as well. But until next time, I'm John Maher, and that's Aaron Brooks, and this has been Why We Love Horror Trivia.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!